Hello everyone, welcome back again to Playwright with Java Automation Testing Session 37. In today's session, I will cover the second part of creating scalable testing framework with Playwright, Java, TestNG and Page Object Model Design Pattern, where I will discuss more about how to add more page class, test cases and assertion on the top of the framework whatever created in the last session. So, in the last session, we had just tried to implement the page object model design pattern, just created the base class, just created the browser factory, right? Just created the structure of the project, just created the page class and the test cases and converted this test project completely in the TestNG, and with the TestNG we have tried to run it for different browser and you got the output, right? So this is the base class we created. This is the page class we created for the orange HRM login page. We have created a constructor. We have defined some variable locator, and we have tried to create a method to just log into the page successfully with valid user ID and password, and clicking on the login button. And so this is the test case we have tried to implement also. We called that method and given the correct password, user ID password. We have tried to validate that title and the URL as well. That is the way also added the assertion. And then we have tried to run using the TestNG, where we have given the suit name, proper test name, along with the in the classes tab we have given the package.class name, and we have tried to give the parameters value whatever parameter we being used in the browser factory class. So here you could see we have added that two parameters. We tried to given that use that URL application URL browser type, where we have tried to give the specific browser type, and based on the browser type we have tried to create a browser instance specifically for the Chrome's, Edge, Chromium, Firefox and the WebKit browsers. And we have tried to create a context and page, and then we have tried to launch that URL into the page. So that is the way we have tried to do it. Now let's run once more again in any of the browser. So based on the browser factory browser setup done, so we can see like whatever test case we have tried to design here, verifying the title on successful login, right, which will open that page, orange HRM login page. It will enter the admin and password, and it will click on the login button. After that you will get the desired result, right? And it is getting passed, so your title and you are also getting passed completely. Here after entering you can give some timeout, so page dot wait for timeout to understand that it is happening properly. So I can wait for 2000 millisecond. So similarly after that is the way I can do it. Now if we open that orange HRM page, you could see there we need to give that correct ID and password, right? Okay, admin and password is 123. Now let's give something called admin user ID and give password called password 1234 instead of 123. So what will happen? It will, if you click on the login button, it will not able to log in successfully. It is giving invalid credential. So that is the validation I want to happen. So what I will do, I will go to the page class first, and I will try to identify that error. Okay, so what way I will do it? I will try to create a locator first. Okay, for this particular error message. So what is that coming? It is called error message, right? It is message. Okay, it is text is there in the message. So I can try to call that locator called get by text. Okay, so what I will doing here, first I'll be defining a variable, and here I can give that locators. So what is that stuff? Private string error message uh, text, because I'll be calling it with the text locator, right? And I can give simply this one, invalid credential. So that is the text I want to validate. So this part I'll be giving it in the text format, and that is my text value. Now what I'll do, I will try to create a method here, simply just like the same way. What I'll do, I'll be creating a method public get error message. Okay, I'm not giving a return type now for now. Okay, I'll give the return type based on the outcome is coming. Now what I'll do, page dot get by text, I'll be calling it, right? Get by text, where I can give the string What is the string? Error message string. And after that I want to call to get the text here, text content. What is the return type? It is return type is string, so I can return that one here. Okay, I can directly return that one. Okay, and I can give the return type here, public string. Okay, so that is the way I can do it. So now the method created to give the return type. Okay, now I'll go to my test cases. So definitely I have created a test cases to give the priority 1. So definitely after login successfully I cannot log in validate the negative condition. So what I can do, I can create one more test cases where I can give the priority called 0, or I can change the priority to negative 1. So I'll give the priority as 0, so that will be executed first, so that I will go for the negative validation first. After the same page or positive validation will happen, it will click on that button and it will go to the home page. So here I am just giving the negative validation. So what I can do, verify, instead of title I can give something called verify error on unsuccessful login. Right, this is the method name I can create. Return type I can give as a void, that is fine. Now what I'll do now what I will do here, return type will be void here. Similar way I will try to call this one, right, this method. And here instead of that 1 2 3 I will be giving it 1 2 3 4. Okay, now I can remove this part and I can wait for 2 seconds. That is fine, perfectly fine. Now what I want to do, I want to check the error message. So what I can do, I can get the actual error message. Okay, so string actual error equal to, what I will do, I will call that login page, because where I have kept the method, right, dot get error message. So that is the return type is string, so I can store in some string, that is my actual error. And what is my expected error? I can store in some expected error as well. Okay, so I will be storing some expected error. Okay, here I can give something called expected error, and that message exactly what is required I can give it. So what is the message was coming? It was coming that, right, invalid credential, because in case you are not giving proper way, so it will be coming invalid credential. So I can give it simply that one. Okay, invalid credential, that is my expected. Now I can try to check this assertion, to assertion. Like what I can do here, instead of that I can give something called actual error, and I can validate with the expected error message, not the error, actually message content, right? So there is no double code required. Okay, now that is the way my test case is done. So I'm giving it priority 0, so that will be executed fast. So first it will be validated with negative validation. After that, again in the same page it will go for again admin and admin 1 2 3, right, admin 1 2 3. Now if you click on the login button, so it will go for the home page. So that is the way it will go. Okay, so now I already created my total 2 test cases. Now save the code and let's try to run it using testng.xml file, and you will be seeing total 2 test cases will be executed from the same class. Okay, first it will go for the negative validation. It will open the page, it will enter admin 1 2 3 4, it will giving the error message. After that, again it will try for the positive one. It is now passing the test case. So both the test case got passed here, right, successfully. Now if you want to validate the TestNG default report, you can click on refresh button. Now you can go to the test output folder. You can click on the emailable report HTML, open with that web browser. We are able to see, right, this is the suite name, Playwright, this is the test name, sorry, Playwright Java TestNG POM test. Okay, and this is the suite name. Okay, this is got passed. This is the method name, class name. This is the method, actually this is the package name to class name. This is the two methods here. Verify title on successful login, verify error message on verify error on unsuccessful login. So that is the suitable method name you can give it, so people can understand what is the objective of method. Now both have got passed. So that is the way you can do it. Now what we will do, we will try to create one more page. Especially this is the home page, right? This coming as the home. page, orange HRM homepage. So what I can do, I can try to create a new class in the pages section called new class. I can give something called orange HRM home page, right? Simply fine, no need to select public static void main. So what I will do here, I will try to create a constructor first. I will defining a object for the page. Okay, so I need to import the page interface from the com.microsoft.playwright. I'll be creating a constructor here simply. Okay, where I'll be trying to give that page object, and I'll be simply calling that this dot page equal to page. That's all. A constructor created. Okay, sorry, constructor created. Now I will try to define some variable here. Okay, so let's go to the page. So let's try to create some variable, like that is the way I can create some variable here. What variable I can create? So in the home page there is something called like admin page, dashboard page, like that, right? So after successful login, I want to validate that dashboard particular link is visible. So if you right click and click on inspect, so this is the right starting with dashboard link, right? Okay, that is the dashboard link, and if you validate it, right, go here, you could see. Okay, this is actually link here. Okay, this is the link you could see. Okay, starting with hope, the main is coming as anchor tag, and there is a text available called dashboard. So what I can do, I can try to identify with that link option. So what I'll do here, I'll first take the link, right? Public string dashboard link text equal to, what is the link text? Dashboard, dashboard, dashboard. Okay, where I can give exactly called dashboard. So with the link I want to identify it. Okay, now what I'll be doing, I'll be creating a method called get search text, or verify something called public verify. Okay, get the text only. So get uh, dashboard text message. Okay, what I can do now, I can try to use similar kind of approach whatever we have learned previously. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be calling something called page dot get by role. Okay, where I can give the area role. Okay, something like option. Here I'll be giving area role dot click. Okay, sorry, dot link, right? This is the link type. Dot link. Okay, you could see this is coming, and here I can give something called new page dot get by role option. Get by role option, and here I can use dot set name. Okay, this is the pattern of the name, or you can give the string here. What is that? Dashboard text, right? After that, with this part I want to get the text only, I want to validate the text, so I will be calling called text content. Okay, this is coming as a string, so I want to return it, right? This is coming from the locator, so I will be returning it, because the objective of the method is returned. What is returning? String. So I can store in some, I can give the return type as string. So that is the way you need to write the method. So you could see error message gone. Okay, so now what I can do, after login, successful login here in the Playwright test, I can validate that link is also displayed here, right, in the home page. So what I'll be doing, I'll be adding one more steps here, that assert equals, what I'll be giving here, I can give called page dot get search text. Page dot get search. What option is? No, sorry, not the page. So we need to first create a variable here in the base class for that. Okay, because we have created the orange login page. So what we'll be doing, I'll be creating a variable, global variable here in the base test class. Okay, here again protected type, protected, this is the main page, I can give variable called home page. Okay, then what I'll be doing, this is the way I can do it. Okay, now what I can do, I can try to call that variable, okay, in the test case. So home page dot get dashboard text, you could see the method is coming. So this is the text, what exact text is will be coming, it should match with dashboard, that is the assertion, we need to validate it, right, in case it's matching. Now you could see error message gone. Now let's try to run the code from the testng.xml file again, maybe for other browser like Edge browser. Because we are trying to identify the element that dashboard text is available or not after successful login into the login page and navigating to the home page. So we are validating that object or locator from the home page. So initially it will fail. After that it will try for the next attempt. It will pass. Now it will validate that dashboard view is available. Okay, and it will try to do it. Right? What is the error message coming? Okay, cannot invoke training pages orange HRM base. Why? What is the reason? Let's see. Okay, we have declared that variable, but we did not call it, right? What we need to do? We need to call that constructor. Okay, so what we'll be doing here, you can go to the base states class. Here, whatever URL you are creating, right? We need to create the constructor here with the same way. Okay, otherwise it is not able to invoke it, right? Cannot able to invoke, because this is the orange home page. I need to change it, map it, right, with the object, then only it will be invoked. Okay, this was the step I have missed. So for every global object whatever created for the class, also that need to map it, right? Class object name equal to new class, and where you need to pass the stuff, right? Because we are creating the constructor, so we need to create a object for the class, then only a constructor will be invoked. Now save the code. Now let's try to run it and see what's happening now. It should work fine now. So these are the couple of stuff we need to always do it, otherwise it might not work. Okay, now it is going for the first test case, invalid matching, going for the second validation, and dashboard view is also valid, it is getting clicked, right, it is coming successful. Okay, so that is the way we can just do the mapping. Now what I will do, I will try to add one more element in that class. Okay, so what I can do, just like dashboard view, what I can do, I can create something called others option called admin. I want to click on the admin link, right? So what I can do, instead of dashboard, I can try to click something called admin link text, where I can give the thing called admin. Okay, so what I can do, similar way, I can try to create a stuff method here for the admin link. So what I can give it, right, I can method name, I can give it called, because I want to click some operation, right? So method type, return type will be void, and method name I can give something called click admin link. That is the method, right, in the orange home page. So what is the way, instead of returning, I'll be calling it, right, get by roles area label dot link, again same link, and here I need to change the variable name. And now instead of text content, what I can do, I want to, okay, I want to click on that option. So I'll be simply use that click method, because this is the link I want to click it. So that is the reason return type is void. Okay, so I have set the return type as void. Now it is done. This method already created, and this is the way I have identified it with the admin text. So that is the reason I have passed that variable value, string value. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the test cases now. Okay, and now I can create one more test cases, where I can give the priority equal to 2, and method name I can give something called public void Okay, method name I can give something called um, click on admin link. That's all. Okay, so here it is continuation, so automatically it is coming to that home page. Okay, so no need to give anything here, so you can wait for 2 seconds first, and after that what we can do, we can call that variable. Okay, whatever variable we have created for that orange home page, what is the variable you have created? We have created the variable called non login page. Okay, this is the variable created called home page. So I will call that variable here. Okay, dot, I can now I can call the method. What is the method name? Click admin click. Simply that method will work. After that, after clicking, I can wait again for 2 seconds, and I can validate like the page title. Okay, so what will be validated? The page title should be still like after clicking on the admin link, still your page title will be like that only. Okay, view system user. So that is the thing is coming, system user page. Okay, and still your like you could see here, your title is still orange hrm. So that is the validation I can still do with the help of assert equal method. Now my total 3 test case I have created. 0 priority 0 1 2, so it will be executed priority 0 1 2 on wise. So in the priority 0 test cases, just I am negative validation, doing the negative validation. So with the invalid id credential, id password credential, so it will be throwing me the error. Okay, and you can validate it, which error will be throwing us called invalid credential. And the same page again it will try to give correct credential, it will validate the title and the url. Okay, also it will validate that dashboard link is available there or not in the page. And in the third case, it will, in the same page, it will try to click on the admin new link and it will validate the title of the page. Or you can I'll give other validation and assertion as well. Now we'll go to the test.xml file, we'll try to execute the code, and we'll see that it is working fine perfectly for all the 3 test cases with 2 different page class and one base class, one browser factory class. Okay, and it is executing using TestNG different assertions as well, and is generating the report using TestNG. Okay, so it is first test case working fine, going for the second test case is working fine, dashboard is linked, and now it is trying to click on the admin link, and it is validating the orange crm url. You could see 3 test cases got successfully run perfectly fine. Okay, now if you again refresh the page, okay, you could see here, you could see here 3 test cases got run successfully. If you go to the console here, you could able to see total 3 test cases run. This is the suit name, and this is the output also coming for a couple of steps, right? And total there is no failure. And in the result section it is coming here like this is the suit name, test name, this is the package name to the class name, this is the method name, how many time it is taking. Now if you refresh the page again, okay, you could able to see that test.output folder, where you could able to see that emailable report html you can open with that web browsers. So it will be giving you the complete report. This is the test, this is the suit name, this is the package name to the class name, this is the method name, based on the priority of given, right, all this stuff. Okay, so it is working perfectly fine, 3 test cases working fine, so there is no problem at all. Okay, now if you just want to and do any negative validation, just test case you want to fail something, you can give something like called dashboard 1 here, and you can give something called ohrm1 as well. So you could see now if you try to run it, so 2 test cases would fail out of 3, and you'll be getting the desired result as well. It will again execute all the test case one by one. Though here we are using hard assertion, but we are using hard assertion at the method level, so definitely it will not stop the execution for the other method. So test case will fail, method will be fail, but it will not stop the execution for the other method. It is getting okay close as well. Now 2 test case got failed. Okay, you could able to see first test case was failed because we are expecting dashboard 1 but coming dashboard actually. This is the assertion error. Second test is also failing because we are expecting HRM1 orange, what is coming HRM, orange HRM. Now if you replace the test output folder of the whole project, so again you will able to see the updated emailable report. Okay, now you can open it. Okay, web browser. Okay, two test case got failed. What are the different reason also you could be able to see it. Now, as I already showed you in the last session, that in case I do not want to execute all the like failed test cases, I want to only run the or I do not want to run all the test cases. I want to run only failed test cases after correcting the code. So what I can do, instead of running from the testng.xml file, there is options available, right? Called failed testng failed.xml. You could see here, right? Okay, what are the stuff is coming. Okay, so I can try to only run that failed test case here. So okay, so what are the failed test case here? Definitely tear down setup will be executed by default. Apart from that, whatever failed test case is coming, not the past test case is not coming, you can save that and you can try to run it. So only two failed test cases will be executed instead of running all the test cases. So that is the way. In case you are running 100 test cases and maybe 10 test cases getting failed, you can run those 10 failed test cases only from the testng-fail.xml file instead of running all the test cases, and that is the way you can save the time. Okay, and it will fix your code as well. Okay, you could see invalid thing was not executed, only the other two test cases getting executed. Okay, now you could see here two test cases got executed because password is not getting executed because we are trying to run from testng-fail.xml file. Okay, in the result section it is working accordingly. And if you go to the console also, you could see total two test cases passing executing and it is getting fast. So that is the way. With the help of the testng-xml file, you can only run the failed test case instead of running all the test cases again and again. And that is the way. Whatever framework we have developed, right, we can like try to create the base package where we can have all the step for the browser factory. Okay, initiating the browsers and the page, we are creating a base class. Okay, where we can have the before class after class method. We can try to like see what is the thing where we want to open the page and the URL. We have to close the browser every time on the page, and we can have multiple page class for the multiple pages, right? And we can have our test cases, and we can definitely convert it in TestNG. After that, we can generate the default TestNG report. We can add some assertion, and that is the way. As of now, you already learned little bit about the how to develop a framework from the scratch using Playwright, Java, TestNG, and page object model design pattern. In the upcoming videos or upcoming session, we will see more about the page object model implementation. That's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.